In this channel, we talk about the importance of student-centered marketing for your education business. Today, we're going to have a look at an ad for a Canadian university, and I'll tell you why a prospective student would leave the landing page within 10 seconds and what I would do instead. So if you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so you get notified every time we post a new video. So I'm just going to hop on my laptop and let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to pretend to be a prospective student. So I've gone ahead and searched for what should I study at uni? And this is one of the ads that came up. So I've taken a screenshot here. Western University career exploration starts now. So it's pretty similar to what I searched for. What should I study at uni? Career exploration. They're similar. Obviously, I want to figure out what I'm going to study at uni, and this page is supposedly going to help me do that by looking at what careers I should be exploring, or how to explore different career pathways, or whatever. So I actually really like this ad. I like the headline especially. So it's very straight to the point. What I would do is I would put Western University second rather than first. So career exploration starts now, Western University. So get work experience while you learn. Great. Internships, co-ops, practicums, and more. Shape and reach your own goals. Connect with your community. Plan your future. Admission scholarships. 11 faculties, financial aid, postdoctoral studies, first-year courses you want. So I think it's quite solid. It could definitely be more student-centered, especially taking into consideration the keyword that I searched for. So again, I searched for what should I study at uni, and in this ad, where they're already talking about that they've got 11 faculties, financial aid, postdoctoral studies, admission, scholarships, all of that. I understand that those are all probably titles on Google, or entries on Google, and that Google compiled them. But it could be better. But with that said, I'm okay with it. I'm happy with it. So it's caught my attention. So I would click on that if I were a prospective student. So the issue comes after I click on this ad, and it's right behind you there. After you click on this ad, this is the page we land on. So let's just take this carousel to the beginning. Okay. Wondering what's next? Sign up for a presentation. So obviously I don't know what these presentations are about. So tuition, scholarships, bursaries, meet admission conditions. Obviously I'm not thinking about admissions at this point. I just want to know what I'm going to study. Register for courses, ditto. Travel and move in. I'm just not there yet, right? So prepare for fall. Participate in thriving foundations. Generic, but okay. Canadian students outside Ontario. Very specific. Ready to explore Western? No. I a lot of people might not even know what Western is at this point. They're looking for information about what to study, and they've come across this uni that is supposedly about to help them. And I land on this page, and they're asking me if I'm ready to explore Western. It's uni-centered, isn't it? It's not student-centered. And the last thing is curious about Western. No, I'm not curious about Western, and I will not sign up for more information. I'm not there yet. I'd want a lot more information, and a lot more nurturing, let's say, before I'm ready to think about these things. And I think that's the problem with a lot of education marketing and university marketing is that they focus on students who are at the bottom of the funnel, students who are very close to applying or very close to considering Western, and they ignore everyone else. And I think that's a huge missed opportunity. Um, a lot of students that are top of the funnel could very well be very serious about studying at uni, and those it's a lost opportunity for colleges who don't do that. So let's move on. We've got the menu up here. I'm not a fan of menus in any landing page, let alone a student-centered landing page. There are way too many options here. So let's just go through them. We've got programs, admissions, budgeting, connect with us. Programs. I mean, I might be one of those students who go on browsable programs. However, students they're probably like in the last year of high school or in their last year of college, and they're looking for post grad. They don't have the time to browse all programs for every single uni out there. Besides, like a lot of them will probably know the programs that exist, and given the keyword that I put in, the this particular type of prospective students is looking for very specific information about what to study and not what programs exist. So maybe, but no. Admissions, again, I'm not there yet. Budgeting, connect with us. I'm not ready to connect with you. Choose Western. Um, Same thing. Residence. Request information is the only one um, that stands out for someone who has searched for that key term, for that keyword rather. Um, but other than that, I think I'd remove the menu altogether. Anyway, let's move on. So you've got COVID here, information about COVID. We've got Canadian, international, Indigenous, and transfer students. Um, Very specific information, I suppose, about this. And then we've got a bunch of other and other links here. Next steps, virtual tours, student testimonials, accept your offer. Accept your offer. Okay. First entry program, second entry program, thrive at Western, gain work experience. So again, this is probably some sort of like generic landing page that they use for like a bunch of other keywords and or a bunch of other platforms as well. And that they're not focused on who's looking at what, which I get. It's fine. Accept your offer. So in what world would someone search for what to study at uni and then land on this page by Western and click on accept your offer? First entry program, second entry program, thrive at Western, gain work experience. Okay. Way too many options. I'll tell you what, a lot of prospective students who land on this will probably exit within the first 5 to 10 seconds. Because it has nothing to do with the ad. It has nothing to do with what they've searched for. They're obviously out looking for information about what to study, and this page does nothing to do that. So reviewing this page as a whole, this is the problem. First of all, it's not student-centered. The carousel in the beginning, wondering what's next, prepare for fall. Canadian students outside Ontario, again, very specific. And then ready to explore Western, curious about Western, focused on Western. The menu, programs, admissions, budgeting, it's all about the uni. And then a bunch of options here aimed at students all over the place and in various points in the sales funnel. Then look at this. More than 25 million in financial assistance available to students, 400 different undergraduate specialization majors and minors, 100% of our programs offer internships, co-op, or practicum, more than 170 international learning programs in more than 40 countries. Again, very focused on Western and not enough on the student. Uh, I, you know, I hate to repeat myself again, but someone who searched for the keyword that we're concerned with, what to study at uni, isn't interested about any of these. So there are too many options, and there's no clear pathway to what the prospective student who lands on this landing page should do next. Which points me to my earlier point, which is that this landing page um, is like a leaky bucket. You know, you're gonna get a lot of people landing on this page because of the search term, and you're gonna have a lot of people exiting this landing page, um, not moving forward. So you've lost a lot of potential um, to contact people who might eventually become interested in your school. So you're capturing prospects and then you're losing them. That's what you're doing with the ad and this landing page. So what can we do to improve this landing page? Right. First thing, ditch the menu. You don't need a menu. You definitely don't need a search bar. You don't need this popular links link. You don't need a link to the home page. You've got two links to the home page. You've got the welcome to Western here and the Western U. Is that the same link? Oh no, one is the welcome page. So ditch all of that. I'm not entirely sure what the point of this carousel is, but I imagine it's to make the page look pretty and nothing else. COVID-19 in your application, that might be handy, although, again, the person who's landing on this page isn't considering applying just yet. And basically everything else. We're getting rid of everything. For the footer, if there are legal issues with not including your privacy policy and your terms of use, then I'd keep them, but I don't think that's a problem. So I'd remove them. I don't like any of the clickable buttons in the bottom here. You can definitely get rid of all of these key topics or the popular resources. I'm usually on the fence about social links on landing pages, so it's up to you. But anyway, so you ditch the menu, ditch the footer, and so what's going to be on the page? You're going to have to give some sort of value that's related to the keyword that's being searched. So what to study at uni? Maybe like an article or a blog post called 10 Things to Consider when choosing what to study at uni or at college. Or maybe it could be a quiz of some sort, like find out what you should study, or what program is right for you. It can even be a questionnaire that they fill out, and you can have your sales team or a dedicated team to have a look at them manually and get back to the prospective students, or it can be automated like a quiz. At the end of the questionnaire and or the quiz, or the blog post for that matter, you can have a call to action where they give you your name, or they give you their name rather, and their email address, and then you can keep in touch. All right, you've made some sort of connection, and then you can follow up with them. You can add them to an email list called doesn't know what to study, and then you can give them content related to that, and you can follow up with them until they know what they're going to study. Um, Another option for a CTA is, signing up for a webinar. That could be like a sort of incentive for them to give you their contact information, especially when it comes to the blog post or article. So they sign up for a webinar. In this webinar, we're going to talk about um, what you need to know before you decide what to study, or in this webinar, we're going to talk about how to choose what you should study at uni, how to plan your uni life or your career, something along those lines should do the trick. And then once again, you're collecting their name and their email, and um, you're building a connection there, and you can follow up with them by email or whatever else it is. If you don't want to do a webinar, you could do you can ask them to download a comprehensive guide on how to choose the program that's right for you, or how to choose a career that's right for you. And once again, you're collecting their contact details. So, you know, to summarize, the main thing is that you should make the pathway clear for anyone who's landing on the page. If there are way too many options, they're gonna be overwhelmed. Even if they don't know it, they're gonna be overwhelmed with the options that they have on this page, and you're gonna lose them. You know, you won't be able to track who lands on this page unless you've got like a Facebook pixel or something. Um, but again, like you're supposed to give value up front, and not like just bombard them with ads because you've got like a tracking code or whatever. Um, so pathway. So if I land on this page and all I have to do is read this article and then give my name and email so I can attend a webinar, that's a very clear pathway. You know, I don't have a, I don't have a, I don't have like a bunch of buttons everywhere that leads to different pages. I don't have all of that. I just I have a clear pathway that I know will probably help me. Um, so that's that. Um, we're gonna have I'm gonna link our free e-guide down below that will help you attract more students to your education business. So if you're interested in that, click on the link below in the description. And let me know if it helps you. Let me know if it doesn't help you. I'd love to hear that. Um, and if you like this kind of content, comment below, and I'll be happy to pump out more content like this. If you want me to review uh, your school or education business, I'd be happy to do that too. We don't only deal with the unis and colleges and schools, but also with education businesses such as e-learning platforms. Um, so that's that. See you next week.